So here we're going to talk about story elements. Every story is going to begin with a character. There are two types of characters, dynamic and static. Dynamic goes through a personality change and a static character does not. There's also a round character who the narrator explains in full and a flat character who is not explained in full, often a minor character but is still purposeful to the story. Here's an example, Ebenezer Scrooge from A Christmas Carol. He's going to be a dynamic character because he does go through a personality change, and round because he's described in full. You have Billy Coleman from Where the Red Fern Grows. He's going to be also dynamic and round character. You have Will Coleman, who is Billy's dad. He's going to be a static character because he does not go through personality change, and a flat character because he is not explained in full. In every story, you also have a setting. You have the time and place that a story takes place, and it's often described in the introduction of the story. So the setting in The Red Fern Grows is going to be Where the Red Fern Grows is set in the Ozark Mountains on Cherokee land in northeastern Oklahoma during the Great Depression. So the Ozark Mountains, you have the place, and during the Great Depression, you have the time period. There's also going to be a conflict between some sort of opposites. There can be opposing forces in between the person, self, environment, or technology. In shorter stories, there could be one major conflict. In longer stories, there could be several conflicts. So here you have person v person. It's between two forms of like beings. Person v self. It's between a character and him or herself, a personal problem. Person v environment, often described as person v nature, and person v technology. Here's an example of person v self, person v technology, person v person, and person v nature. And finally, in every story, there's going to be some sort of plot context. In every story, there may not be equal plot components. However, they still exist. Your plot structure components are exposition, rising action, climax, falling action, and resolution. Here you have a diagram. It's showing exposition being the starting point of the story. So it's going to introduce a conflict, the characters, and the setting of the story. Then you have the rising action. These are going to be the events before the climax. It's going to tell the characters' attempt to solve a problem, but fail. Then you have the climax of the story, which is the rising point of the story. It's the turning point. It's the most suspenseful and most action-packed point. Then you have falling action. These occur after the climax, and resolution, which is the end of the story where conflicts or problems are resolved. Thank you so much.